There we go. Should be live now. So I'm just gonna get all the windows set up where I would like them to be. That fort, I think, is empty. This one also looks empty. Pretty sure that's empty. I think I'll just go ahead and send guys at this one though. I can always get the windows set up while the armies are marching. I think that makes the most sense. Alright, should be good. Unfortunately, I think at this hour there won't be too much PvP. But we might get some fights. Let me post this in the official Discord real quick. And be good to go. I wonder if we could actually relocate any of these people without war buff. I mean, I certainly can't because I don't have fort range currently. Don't have fort range on any of them for another hour. So, no, it's going to be way too much of a pain, probably. We would do like, it would take like 100 attacks to relocate anybody without the war buff. $18 hours plus 6 to start. So that would put it at 8 p.m. So midnight UTC tomorrow. Probably just wait for the very next day to do it. Maybe I should send a couple more commanders down. Should also see what the market gave me today. Take that. Take that. Other than that, I don't think I'm gonna take any. And I think I'm past the point of really playing the market. I think Haldir has stamina. And Denethor. I don't think the other people have stamina. Might just stack on Poulter's tile. Since I'll be hitting close to that side of the river anyway. Solar Scout going in. I think that's an empty fort though. If it's not, it's about to be empty because that Solar Scout's Theoden. Celeborn is a killer with March Wardens. True. I think he's pretty bad outside of March Wardens. See if this is clear. If it's not, I might be able to clear it out. Okay, so that fort's clear. And I believe this fort is now clear. That guy is walking home. Let's see what Solar got. Crushed a 42 Gandalf, although the Gandalf did not have a full army. Where's this 200 getting taken? Oh, all the way over by Osgiliath. Well, continue chipping away. It's like 5 or 10% at a time. But that's why you have 30 commanders or whatever. Jeez. My wife just sent me a picture from our daughter's baby monitor, and her leg is like hanging out of her crib. So Aragorn has a 28 Gimli, Lord Blanco has a 36 Theoden. So he's gonna hit. Okay, he's not from Fear. I don't know if Poulter PvPs with his Dwellin or not this season. If Poulter has been using his Dwellin, this guy's probably about to be sad. Nope. Oh yeah, level 17. I'm surprised he let him sit there with full troops. Kind of a yikes. What are the leaderboards looking like? Pull them up real quick for you. Turns of ring level, pretty much Loth, a little bit of Erebor, a little bit of Linden, a couple of Varyags in there. In terms of production, pretty much the same thing. I have one Gondor player here, but a lot of Loth, a lot of Erebor, some Linden, a few Varyags, one Rohan. In terms of fellowship production, it's the group I'm with, Erebor. I feel like so Gondor must have consolidated. Gondor used to have 3 fellowships, but it looks like 2 of them combined, which makes sense to do. So they probably removed all the inactives and threw all the actives into there, which it's a smart move. And development level, I don't even know. I guess Erebor than us. I guess I bounced because it was not connected anymore. So there's a pretty good spread. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Linden would be 5. Even Rohan has a competitive fellowship overall. So 6 different factions in the top 10. So it's not the most populated server I've ever been on, but there's definitely some stuff going on. You know, Loth, Erebor, Linden, even Isengard's actually doing some stuff. They have enough active players at least to take some keeps. Gundabad is dead, Angmar is dead, Rune is dead, Mordor is dead. Arnor doesn't have that many, but they have enough to take some smaller keeps, and they could have an impact as an ally in major wars and stuff, but them and Rohan don't quite have enough players to do a whole lot, but depending on which side they decide to ally with, they could actually be the swing vote, so to speak. It could play a crucial role just in terms of, you know, having 100 extra players on one side of the fighting can really add up. But this is kind of weird because if we look at the actual players per faction, so we're at 100. We'll say they're at 100. And close to 100 there. That's only 200 people in Erebor. where a full faction's 350. And then Linden has their main fellowship and then a couple smaller ones, but they're 150-ish or less active players. We have 200 maybe actives, maybe closer to 150, depending on how many people are active in Cool. Varyags has about 200. Gondor has about 200-ish. It seems. Yeah, this one got cannibalized. Mads got cannibalized. So there's a lot of smaller factions on this server rather than every faction being full. So it's kind of an interesting twist. You know, there's a big difference between like let's say you have two UFs, and in both of those united factions, the factions are full. So you'd have the 350 plus a 350 versus a 350 plus a 350. That's a much different dynamic than like 200 versus 200. Or like 300 versus 300. But in some ways it's nice. Like the early game tile rush was still there, but it wasn't just ridiculous. Like season 2, that was just terrible when faction caps were like 600 or 650. And you had full factions farming tiles. I mean, it was just by the end of day 1, literally everything in the starting areas was gone. Unless you were farming 200s by like mid day 2. You were forting out like 3 forts just to get 90s and 130s. So I think if the politics play out the way I think they will, I think this will be a pretty tough season because I think the sides will be relatively even. I think it's going to be Gondor and Linden. That'll be somewhere between 300 and 400 actives. I think they're going to unite. And then Erebor and Loth, I think us two will unite. And we'll also be somewhere between 300 and 400 actives. So that's pretty much dead even in raw numbers. And Varyags, unfortunately, doesn't have anybody to UF. But they've got like 200 players. So depending on which side they choose, they could have a really big impact. And then with Arnor and Rohan's 100-ish combined actives, maybe a little more than 100. You know, whoever side they pick could have a big impact too. So if it ends up being Rohan, Arnor, Linden, Erebor versus Varyags, Gondor, Linden, it's going to be like 300, 400. So 400 in this alliance, and then about 500-ish in the Varyag, Gondor, Linden alliance. So it'll be pretty close. Uh-oh. Wait, I'm not marching there, am I? Okay, good, I'm not. 32. That's Allure. That's Fear. Solar Scouts. Hirgon is gonna get dunked. Solar. I don't know if he's paying attention. Ooh, his gill slapped this guy. Oh, he has that item. I very rarely see this item. But that's quite nice for Gala. Focus HP, defense. And then very solid Haldir as well. Really high respect. Level 39, that's 45, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. So what is that? Do the calculator. 64 minus 39 minus, we'll say 6. So R19 Haldir, it looks like. I don't think Solar recalled in time. Let's see what he hit. He hit a level 18 Haldir. And then I think Shady got the Haldir. Yeah. So it should be safe to send the squad in. That's lore. That's fear, but this one is clear. That's also fear, so I don't think that my siege commanders will die. Gonna move Theoden and Eowyn up. That way, if we take this, I can defend it and the crossing. Yeah, season 2 was horrible, man. You're right. There was no tiles, dude. I remember we were Gondor. I actually started in a really good spot. I started near this area. Pretty close to this farmland behind the tunnels. It was like in Lebanon somewhere. And I relocated on day 2 because a group of us was going to take the crossing to Treasure Island. And yeah, because there was no tiles left. And then by the end of day 3, anything that wasn't like a 260 or a 300 in there was just gobbled up. Crazy. Unfortunately, it is not Tactics Evolved. It's Rebuilding Glory again. The Tactics Evolved servers were filling up way too fast, and it was just... we just couldn't get everybody in. 31 hours so I can relocate. Looks like we not need me to transfer over. It's a good question. Guess it'll depend on if we plan pushing in here, Yath, or not. All right, 1 fort down. And I haven't cleared this yet. So I need to not send my siege, but I believe this one is in fact clear. So Hirgon can do his hit. And these guys can do their hits. And I think that'll clear the... or it'll be close to clearing the fort. Yeah, Angmar is... uh-oh. He reinforced, which means I need to recall my siege guys. Elro here, you also need to recall. And rather than sending siege, we need to clear out the fort and then send siege. Yeah, I played Angmar S2 on my other account, and the start was not pleasant. Not even a little bit pleasant. Okay, it's clear now. So now we can send the team in. And hope that he doesn't reinforce I maybe should have split the time on some of these marches. Just to make sure that he doesn't immediately reinforce. I don't think he's super close. Plus he has guardians, so if he reinforces guardians, even if he's in Menhiriath, he's not like right here, I don't think. Yeah. Guess we'll find out. If Haldir gets the red sword, Denethor can... I won't have time to recall Denethor, actually. Now we're good. Bum, 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 bum. Who is coming over here? Tactician 1. I think I catch this army. Ragnar Duncan. That guy might actually hurt. Solar's Gill's there. So actually Solar's Gill will be fine. But if we need to... Who's coming here? Myrek. Yeah, I just can't even tell what is happening. It's at 23% now. Alright, his Gill 1, what did that guy have? 26 Ballin. Tactician 1 is coming there. Myrek is coming for Theo. So I could pop guard on Theo or Aowen. It's going to be pretty negligible XP, but I might use it on Aowen. And we haven't cleared that. I need to start training again, but I want to catch this army first. Oh, I can't take that tile. Alright, well we'll catch it with Aowen because another army is coming at Theoden. And I don't think I would have time to catch it with Theo and reinforce. So what did we get? We got another Dwalin. And he decided that he does not want to hit my Theoden. Well, darn. All right, let me do conscription stuff. If my game doesn't crash. Do I need to build anything with this stone? I think it's better to conscript with the stone and then build tomorrow. So do that. See if I do an hour. Actually do 2 hours worth. It'll be right before I go to bed. I can start it again. 2 hours. We'll do 2 hours and 4 minutes. Oh, I guess I can't for Rams. And Cavaliers. Boom. And I'll start insufficient grain. Do I just start the 7 hours worth? Probably not. Do like that for now. Okay. So I think I just hit this with Theo and then followed up with my siege. Because by this point, he may have reinforced. And I want to make sure he doesn't catch another random siege army. Nice guard call. Thanks, man. Always nice when people are good sports. Ooh, Solar Scout. Taking down a gill. Alright, so as of 5 seconds ago, that fort's empty. We'll see if I get screwed by random reinforcement timers. Man, Solar Scout is a beast. Oh wait, no, I didn't get screwed. Sorry, that was still Hirgan that got screwed. I thought that I did get screwed by random reinforced timers because I saw that this guy was still marching home. My eyes deceived me. I want to take this 260, but I don't think it's worth the casualties. It's left on this 10%, so I'll have to hit it 2 more times. So Haldir and Denethor. And Elro here can go home. And we'll send another guy down. And the game crashes, of course. Love this new patch. Crash like every hour with the new patch, it feels like. I don't even know why. But it happens on my phone, it happens on my computer, and it happens on my iPad. So who are we going to send? Gandalf probably has plenty of stamina. I don't know though. If he gets caught in a bad fight, that could be a lot of dead troops. Which is no bueno. We'll send Aragorn and Frodo and Sam. Show the report of Solar Scout? Yes. Yeah, let me get these armies moving down here. And then I can. And I need to recall Elro here. Goodbye. Goodbye. How much does Denethor have? I think that's clear. Not actually sure though. Let me pull up the Solar Scout report though. Say this fort has got some dog in it. Not sure what he's saying. Battle reports. So that's Solar Scouts Gil-galad. Elven White Knife. This probably should be Elven Might, but you can't be too picky when it comes to gold gear. He has Resistance, really nice modifier there. Especially because that way, if you need to, you can swap to White Council. Hunter's Guide with Discord, very good. And Silver Heart, Might of Elves makes sense. Standard skill build. Although I wonder if you should just have 2 there. I guess he wants more points in Dazzle. I don't think Dazzle's very good. But maybe it's worth it. Yeah, this is pretty late for PvP in general. So there's a guy coming to defend there. That's Fear. That's Linden Border Patrol. So if I clear this fort, then they can't pop guard. I need to make sure that Denethor doesn't get dropped on. What's up, HB? Also, how's it going, Jepro? How is your guys' season going, man? Okay, so the army is dead. Send the siege in. And reinforce my boy. And ooh, somebody is coming in. So we'll plan to catch that guy in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Did I reinforce Eowyn? Yeah, she can't guard, but Theoden can. 227, yeah. Oh wait, are you guys... Wait, are you in our group, Berserker, or are you in Gondor? Ooh, Solar just got caught. What happened with him? Okay, I do not need to jump in on that fight. Leveling out the playing fields between good and evil wore the ring. Evil had a good head start, but... Oh, are you with, Legend Slay? Because he sent me, some stuff about that server. I think you are on his server. Yeah, he sent me a few things. He was saying that really early on it was brutal. Oh, you're in Gondor on this server, Berserker? Well, it seems like today you guys might have made some good steps in terms of organization. In terms of consolidating into Fehu, however you actually say it. 82%. Teamed up with Red Slaughter. I remember Red well. From Season 2 and Season 3. I told him at the end of Season 3, or towards the end of Season 3, that their group had really come a long way. You know, at the beginning of Season 2, I think it's because that was only their second season ever. They were a bit slow out of the gate. And a bit... They had some leadership ups and downs too, in terms of like people being busy in real life and disappearing and stuff. But yeah, man, in Season 3, those guys really stepped it up. They were a big part of why we won as Linden and Arnor. They put in work. And pop guard. This guy is now coming for Solar Scouts. What did we catch? We caught a 33 AON. Sorry, bro. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. I don't even know if posting this is worth it. I'll post it in Fellowship Battle Reports, I guess. 18 Aquiles. Unfortunately, Eowyn cannot guard, and Theoden also cannot guard. But we will get to see what's in this army. Solar's about to get ganked. Okay, that was a Pather with not even an... I guess I should have just held guard, apparently. I need to send down 2 more siege commanders, though. You're out. Falcon. And we'll go with Ballin. I'm pretty sure I have not used him today. Did Solar actually get beat? Or who is this? This is Theo. So he drew a gill, lost to the Haldir, and then killed the Haldir. And he should win that gill fight if the draw goes through. Yeah. 42 versus 47. Can either of these people guard yet? Oh. Have I checked out the new Lord of the Rings show? Not yet. I don't actually have a way to watch it. I think I'm gonna have to either wait until it's all out and then get a free Amazon Prime account for a week and binge it, or I'm gonna have to mooch off my parents' Amazon Prime account. This guy is really lucky I can't guard. Just saying. 2 shell commanders over Gil to avoid being scouted. That's actually really smart. That's the big brain play. The actual big brain play. Holy cow. Yo! Merlin SD. I don't even think I've seen you here before, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel as a member. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you here, man. Or if you have been here, I don't think you've ever talked really. But I genuinely appreciate that. Thank you, sir. I guess I can drop that tile, actually. We also had some PvP over here, Jepro. We managed to take Osgiliath yesterday. I think it was yesterday. We had 2 minutes left, literally 2 minutes left on our war when we took it. Not even close, dude. I'm hoping this is still clear. Also, I should gather some ore with Merry and Pippin while I'm at it. I have not used the new Mine Sharpener, like, at all. Move or no? Let's go for it. Ando boys. Actually, that sounded... Oh, sounding wrong. I realized after I typed that it sounds like we're going commando. So yeah, 2 minutes, man. Which game is it? Are you asking what game I'm playing? If you're asking what game I'm playing, it's Lord of the Rings Rise to War. It's a Lord of the Rings based. I guess you'd call this. Some people call it like a war game, a kingdom builder. I don't know if there's a specific name for the genre that it is, or if you maybe you're asking what season it was. That would actually make sense if you're asking what season. Who needs to level up? Actually, if she could hit 20, that would be useful. And Gala. I'm actually considering pulling Gala out of retirement, since so far we're just fighting good factions. Bolter Commando, boys. Yeah. I think the goal is keeping the group together, our little group. It's a pretty crazy game, man. If you've never played it before, each color represents a different faction. Every faction is made up entirely of other real players. And there's 12 factions, and your goal, if you're familiar with Lord of the Rings, is to control the one ring of power, which chills here in Dol Guldur. Whoever owns this at the end of the season wins the season, essentially. So you want to control the ring, you get a bunch of season points. You want to level up your structures that you control out on the map. You get points. You have to control your capital city. You earn points and have your ring hit at least level 60, which your ring levels up. You put skill points in here to do things. And the last thing is just so that inactive players can't completely freeload. You have to play at least some. Like, getting to ring level 60 isn't difficult. It's just to ensure that you don't literally do nothing and then get rewarded for it. Although you could do very little and get to ring level 60, to be honest. Is this guy's Hirgon gonna sit there? Do I even waste the stamina? I actually might just send one of my siege guys at him. What did he have? Just, 300 tier 2 units. I could just meme him with Frodo and Sam. Oh, that's border patrol. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have anybody that could guard and catch me. And this fort's gonna take forever to kill. Not much you can get with 100 points. Yeah, true. You can't even get I don't think you can get anything. I think it's 200 is the minimum. These are all 200, I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's see if he's gonna let a Pather hit him. I'll send my Aragorn just for good measure. But what's the minimum amount of points you could get? So you'd get 200 from this. Oh wait, no, you'd get 0 from this. You could get 0 from this. You could get 0 from that. So yeah, in theory, you could just get 100 points. Yeah, there's various campaigns also with different goals to, like the War of the Ring, the good factions, so like elves, humans, dwarves, they have to escort Frodo over to Mount Doom, which is over here, so all the way across the map. If you're familiar with Lord of the Rings in general, and if you're one of the bad dude factions, you have to prevent that from happening. So I guess he recalled the last second, but it's no biggie. We'll trade a Pather for a Pather. Gonna have to see about popping a war for Minhiriath. Because I don't think that we can reasonably siege down. Man, this guy really wants to kill Solar Scout's Gil. Like, I don't think we can reasonably uproot all these people without war. Like, theoretically, yeah, we can do it. But realistically, 76 to 66%. Like, how much am I even doing per hit? 66 to 63. 3% per hit. Ooh. That's a lot, Phoenix. What's a lot? A lot to uproot. Yeah, there's a lot of forts to burn, some fortresses, people to uproot. Like, I don't think we can really make it very far past the crossing without war. Yeah, even Aragorn was 3%. So this is going to take 20 more attacks. Oh, thank you, Merlin. Wait, it's Malin. Malin? Are you sure you don't play this game, dude? Oh, what's up, Pomps? Let's see what happened with Solar Scouts. Gil. Man, this guy is just feeding Solar Scout prestige and EXP. This poor guy. He probably thought Solar wasn't reinforced. That was only 4% that hit. Wait, 4% is more than I was doing. I should be happy about 4%. Hope you had a nice workout. Power. Let's see. Ooh. Gil got caught by a King of the Dead. T2 troops are legit on Gil-galad. That's a real thing. Alright, let's take Aragorn home. I'm not going to wait 10 minutes, even though by the time another commander marches down here, it's going to be like 11 minutes to march down there. And I need to take these guys off so they stop popping up in my army window. I don't even know who has stamina. Legolas should. Never played. Oh, wait, which jumper group are you with? Are you with Golden Order? Although I got invited to a few different jumper group discords, but I'm planning on playing with Golden Order starting. Well, we were going to start at the beginning of October. Now it's like mid-October. I played a little bit of Rise of Kingdoms in the past, but nothing too serious. I'd like to get into making content for it, so yeah, 16th of October. I think that's the one I'm in. Let me double check. Yeah, the Golden Order, 16th of October. Yeah, with Death Squad. He's the guy. Death Squad's the guy that brought me to Golden Order. Because he had another project going, and then something went haywire with it. And I was gonna play with the other group, and then he said something about like the other leaders not really doing anything. I don't know, but yeah, I'm definitely planning on playing with you guys, so that'll be cool. I have a lot to learn about Rise of Kingdoms. I was gonna play with what was the group called? Forgotten Crusaders, I think. I mean, they had like Forgotten Samurai, Forgotten Knights, Forgotten Templar. But I think the project as a whole was named Forgotten Crusaders. But they started the jump. They moved it up. And so they started right when I started the last season of this game. And the last season of this game was crazy. Like we were full-blown PvPing on day 4, which is super early. Normally people, they wait about a week, I would say, in general, before anything happens. What does this King of the Dead have? Whip, focus, melee vigor. Surprised it's not focus protection. R5 and intimidation. I've seen King of the Dead's with the focus strain, and I don't think it makes much sense. I guess, I mean, maybe the Oathbreakers mitigate physical damage plenty without might being drained, so maybe focus draining can help mitigate Galadriel's and Gandalf the White's. But it seems like all these dudes are asleep. All the Linden guys. They were pushed pretty far up here earlier. One of these villages, this one, they're pushed past this one earlier. They were definitely up here too. And they had this. They had this. They were all the way up there even. So I don't know if they all went to sleep and that's why we were able to push them back. Or if they just kind of ran out of steam as we were able to get people with forts in range. Linden is disappointing. Yikes. Cardolan. Wait. Interesting. Very interesting. Why is Linden going into Cardolan? Interesting. I don't know, I wouldn't say that too soon. There's still a lot of time left in the season, and based on my current guess of the alliances, even if we have Arnor and Rohan on our side, we're going to be outnumbered. And numerical advantage means a lot more later in the season. Like right now, our big guys can take 5 or 6 hits because they have anywhere between like a 5 to 10 level advantage on most other people. But once everybody has level 50s, that's going to quickly shrink to only being able to take like 2 or 3 hits at best. So we're going to be relying on Erebor pretty pretty heavily this season. 18%. What's that? 6 more hits? Yeah, morale-wise too. Like, it's just depressing getting swamped by people. You know, like you take a fight and you win, you take another fight and you win, and you look at this red counter and there's still 12 more armies coming at you. That and just like tile flipping stamina attrition. You know, if people outnumber you too much, even if you're winning fights, you just can't push because you run out of stamina, and then they just send pathers in and clean everything up. Yeah, pretty much. If that would have been a much more interesting season if like 50% of Angmar hadn't quit. 10 minutes, 3 minutes. I guess I'll keep them around for another hit. Yeah, right now you can take 4 hits, but wait until they're hitting you with level 50s. And once it's level 50s, it's going to be a lot different. And once people, you know, not everybody has their military academy maxed out yet. There's still people in Linden that are fighting with, like, let's see. What did Mars's Gil have? So he's only at plus 27. Solar, I'm sure, is at plus 30. Yeah. So right now, Solar has a 5 level advantage and a plus 3 military academy advantage. So that's 69 command versus 77 command. That's an 8 command difference. Whereas if they're both level 50, that's a 0 command point difference all of a sudden, which is huge. Oh, did Stay actually hit him? And there was nobody home. So I guess we could try to siege him down. That's gonna take some freaking siege. Maybe I'll send the guy after I clear the fort. I'll see. Wait, who is? Yeah, Aragorn is going home. Could have sworn there was a guy with an army. Yeah. Okay, he's actually going home. Oh, let me get some water. Is Cinda or Sanda the strong one, or are they both strong? Because you have Cinda with the funky letters. And I thought Sanda was over. Yeah, and then you have Sanda. Maybe they're both strong. I get them confused, though. It's like last season where all the Varyag people were, you know, TK 4225, TK 4752, TK 5221. Both Cinda. So both are strong, but the funky letters Cinda is stronger. Okay. 9. This is probably a level 40 plus skill. So we should take off at least. Oh, actually, he got it. Well, that stamina is dead. Balin and Falgan will keep around for one more hit. Frodo and Sam, I'm not waiting 30 minutes on their stamina. So they can go home. And next guy in the rotation. Does Dwalin have stamina? I really wish you could see stamina on that screen. Dwalin, not full. Arwen is full, though. We can send Arwen down. Where is she? Oh, she's on a tip. GG. Thorin, I don't think has stamina. I've gone through so much stamina today. Eomer does, but I want to save him for fighting. King of Men, I need to sweep with him. Actually, Gala has enough. I can send Gala down. No, she's on a tip too. Yikes. It's looking like Ori. You're in there, dude. Get in there, Ori. Don't let me down, my friend. Did I get the bug or is he moving? Yeah, he's moving. So, who else actually has stamina? Let's figure it out. Dwalin almost does. Eladan, stamina I've gone through today. Celeborn. So I need to use Celeborn, Gimli, and King of the Dead. But all of these commanders. Wonder, do we actually... It's definitely not many. We don't have many actives. Because of these, they won't be able to farm. Battle report expired. Yeah, but I mean, that's just like, that's a free to play guy. That's not like, it's not like every single person in Gondor is that way. I guess I'm gonna just help Poulter clear this out. Oh, I can't even reach that. I can't even reach his base to relocate him, can I? Alright, well, we'll hit this guy and kill that fort. Oh, my fort actually is finished, though. So theoretically, I could put 2 commanders in that fort and then use them. Wait, wasn't this guy already marching there a second ago? I swear he was sending an army here last time I looked. See if this guy has anything. Legolas 23. What did he have? Nothing. So, another fort must burn. 2 minutes on Falcon, 2 minutes on Balin. I wish I had saved my relocation now. Good night, Meline. Thank you for stopping by, man. Thanks for joining the channel and the donation. Was it 2 euros? 5 euros? 2 euros. Looking forward to playing Rise of Kingdoms with you, man. I'm hoping Golden Order... They seem like a really solid group. I'm hoping that we're successful. I really like Death Squad. He took a lot of time to explain some stuff to me about Rise of Kingdoms. That it's a pretty complicated game. And some of the other groups I had checked out, like, they never really took the time to explain stuff. You just kind of got thrown into the deep end. Why is he saying WTF? I'm very confused. Thank you again, man. Thank you, sir. You're not the guy that's going to have T5s on day one, are you? I've heard there's at least one guy in our group that's going to have T5s on day one, which just sounds ridiculous. At least to a person like me. It just sounds like, whew. I mean, that's like what, $40,000 or $50,000? Maybe not that much. That's a lot of money, I believe. And I think that guy got the group a lot of attention for good reason. Hopefully he's a cool guy. All of these nicely timed hits on an empty fort. Love to see it. It has... That's 1,000,000 HP, my friend. You're not that guy. That's fair. I mean, the way I look at it, you know, if the guy's got money, he's got money. If he has a family, he's taking care of his family and paying his bills. After that point, it's whatever he wants to spend his money on. It's his business. Now, I haven't spent a whole lot on this game. This account's probably somewhere between $600 and $700 so far. And I'm sure people would think I was crazy for spending that, but I've played, I don't even want to know how many hours I've played this game at this point over the past year. Almost a year I've been playing, actually. You know, I've gotten tons of hours of entertainment. I've met a lot of really cool people that I consider to be good internet friends. Some of us have been playing together since the very, very beginning. Like Poulter, I've been playing with him for more than 6 months now. I think Thorondil was down here somewhere. He was at least talking in here. This guy, I've been playing with him for almost a year now. We've been together since the very beginning. So it depends on how many seasons you've played, Jepro. In my opinion, the absolute minimum for Dolphin territory, it's kind of where I sit, which is about $100 per month. So that's roughly my budget, plus or minus a few dollars depending on the deals that pop up, you know, because some of these, like, I'm probably going to buy this $2 for 3 coins. I used to buy the equipment forging thing, but I just don't really need to anymore. Like, I pretty much have all my purple gear where I want it. I just need more actual pieces to refine it. So I would say I'm a pretty low-end dolphin, all things considered. Wait, I need to send these dudes home. But so like somebody, let's say they've played, this is their 6th season on their account. You know, they might be, okay, so I've played 2, 4, 6. This will be my 7th month on this account. This is early into the 7th month though, so I probably haven't spent my I haven't spent my $100 this month. But by the end of this month, I'll be at like $700 after 3.5 seasons. If this is somebody's 6th season, then that would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They'd be into their 11th month. Even if they have the same budget as me, they're going to be ahead of me. So it gets weird when Like it gets more difficult to gauge where somebody is just based on what their account looks like, if that makes sense. I should actually even this out just in case anything crazy happens. I think the way I explained it made sense. Basically, the way I look at it is I look at it on a per month spending thing rather than total spent. Because, like, let's say someone spends 100 a month and they play the account for a year, that's 1.2k. That's still not as much of a whale as somebody that's spending like 1k a month, right? Even if in the end, for now, their account looks the same. Down the line, obviously, things are going to look different. And whale is probably... Low-end whale's probably like 500 a month. Something like that. A lot of R10s and T3, so maybe $2,000. After how many seasons? How many seasons does that account have? Well, you linked something. Oh, you sent me a message. So I would say low-end whale. If this is the 4th season and you're about 2k, and I'd have to see what all is in there. Or if you knew how much per month the account had been budgeted. Two G's or an orca? Nah, there's people. I mean, there's people that their budget's 50k plus per season, you know? But I mean, that's like the Kraken territory. You know, Kraken is like, I don't know, probably 5k plus per season. R10 Theo. Yeah, but see, Theo's not that hard to get to R10. I mean, he's a super good commander for the investment. Like, he's amazing, but I have an R6 Theo with an R8 Aomer. I could almost take this guy to R9 right now. I probably should buy the secret intels before they expire. But I could buy 10 here, and I have 4 sitting in my treasury thing, my inventory. That's plus 1,400. So I could have him at 2,460 of 2,800. But like, if all of this respect was on one commander, like I could have either of these at R10. What did he hit? Oh, he got hit. Wait, I need to finish killing this fort, don't I? Ooh. I don't know, maybe we need like a thing above Kraken. I think people have floated the term Cthulhu. If you're one of those people that's spending like 50k a month. But there's a guy in Rise of Kingdoms who allegedly spends, I think it was $500,000 per month on his account, and then $500,000 a month on his wife's account. So the dude is spending like $1 million a month, allegedly. Like, what is that guy? That guy's just like, it's not even Cthulhu anymore. It's like nobody's even in the same universe as that guy. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. He's definitely, like, by far the strongest player in the entire game. And so I don't think it's unreasonable to... How many guys do I have coming down here? Legolas, Ori. I have 2 more coming down. Legolas is about out, though. Basically a shareholder. I think that's the story, is that he is some Saudi royalty or something. Allegedly. Like some Saudi prince or oil baron or something. Again, I don't know if it's true. That's just what I heard. But imagine, like, you know, if Jeff Bezos or something played this game, right? It's all a matter of perspective, you know. For me, spending $1,000 a month would be like a crazy budget, right? But for somebody like Jeff Bezos, even spending $100,000 a month probably wouldn't be the equivalent of me spending $1,000 a month. So how much money you have. That's why. Let's say that my wife and I make $100K a year. So that would be... Actually, that's not... Let's say $120K a year. So $10,000 a month, right? And we're spending $1,000 a month, or 10% of our income. Obviously, I'm just making this up for easy math. That'd be a lot for us to budget for a game. But then how much does like Jeff Bezos make a month, right? You know, if he spent 10% of his income, what would that be? No, I know a lot of his money is tied up in stocks, and you know, he's not actually sitting there with 80 billion in his bank account or whatever. Right, most of his wealth is just on paper and isn't actually realized until he sells his stock and other assets. But I think you get the point. Played other games, oil from Saudi, one from Dubai. Yeah, I mean those people just... When you're a multi-billionaire, you spending $100,000 is like the average person spending a couple $100, right? Like $1 billion is so much money. Like our brains can't even fathom how much $1 billion is, right? It's like $1 billion is a million. No, it's 1,000 million. And so let's say, let's do $1 million. If you were to spend, let's just say $10,000 a day, and you had $1 million, you would spend all of your money in 100 days. If you had $1 billion and you were still spending 10,000 a day, that now becomes 100,000 days, or 274 years. If you have $1 billion, your daily budget for life could be $10,000, and you would not run out of money for 274 years. And like, who even spends $10,000 a day? Like, even that's a ridiculous amount of money, right? Like, most people's yearly budget is going to be less than 100 grand a year, which is about $300 a day. I would say the vast majority of people in this world live on less than $300 a day. And if you had $1 billion, you could spend $10,000 a day for almost 300 years. Crazy, man. Anyways, thank you for coming to my TED Talk on money. Now we will resume burning forts, and I haven't been paying attention to which forts are clear and which aren't. Apparently this fort is not clear. That guy just got slapped away. What did Poulter hit in Fort 9? Maybe... Okay, he drew the Gandalf and then cleared the Gandalf. So this is actually an empty fort, I believe. Maybe I just hit this guy. This guy actually has war. That'd be cool if we could get some siege damage with war. We have 3 moves on each of my commanders. Where's my range? I think for the sake of stamina efficiency, also I need to start upgrading this fort. I should have been doing that. Let's just hit this guy once. See what's in there. We'll hit this guy once. See what's in there. And this fort looks to be completely empty. This is Linden Border Patrol. This is Goat. So he cannot pop guard. So I can just start burning that fort. Whale documentaries, yeah. I mean, that's even only talking about somebody who has $1 billion, right? These Saudi royalty, you know, how much money do they have? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 billion? Like, money at that point just becomes irrelevant. You gotta run. Have fun with work, man. Yeah, take care, Jepro. Definitely don't be a stranger. You're always free to hit me up on Discord. Have fun at work, though. I heard a story from a guy. Let's see, was that empty? Oh, is my game about to crash? That's empty. Is this one empty too? Yikes, I just wasted 20 stamina on each. Yeah, I heard a story from a coworker who was in the National Guard. And they got deployed over to Kuwait for some training exercise where they're going to train the Kuwait military on something. And he said that, you know, they go out in the middle of the freaking desert and they're setting up this area to do the training exercise. And they set up outhouses, porta potties, whatever you want to call them. You know, the freaking things were like in the US, they're this really crappy plastic. And it's disgusting, right? And you're just doing your business in a hole in the ground, basically. Well, anyways, he said they had him set up there, and you know, at first he's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna have to like go in the middle of the desert in a freaking porta potty," and it was like marble seats, marble sink, like everything just pimped out in marble. And it's like they probably spent more money on the freaking porta potties than like a lot of people make in a year of work. It's just all that oil money that those countries have is insane. It's like the incarnation of the money printer goes brr meme. They're just literally endless money. Is it Sanda or Cinda? I always confuse them. Yeah, one of them claimed to have... I think it was Sanda, though. I know he uses the unique item. Sanda. Sanda's the one that claims to have an unbeatable Gil. Man, that's quite the statement to make in a game like this. You know, this game is... A, there's always a bigger whale. And B, a lot of the commander matchups are very rock, paper, scissors. By... like Dwalin with R5, blinding barrier, and fire resistance chest. Right, but that same Dwalin will just get totally thrashed by Sauron, for example. Or like Sunind, however you say her name. And so it's like Gil is going to beat pretty much every single commander that doesn't have Pursuit. And then you're going to run into an Aomer with his unique and a Pursuit accessory, and you're just going to get slapped. Can I actually train stuff? No, I am training. Oh, I'm so ready for my Mill Academy 10. You should be in the chat? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I slowly add people. It's not like the Cool Kids Club or anything. There's only 18 people here. One of those is Varth. So there's really only 17 people from our entire group. And even that's a lot. Can I finish? I think that's out of my range. Yeah. I could move Celeborn and then finish it, though. I'll move Celeborn over here and then finish it. Move him. What percent is it? 15. I might have to move King of the Dead too. I have the same stamina, so it won't matter. And it's just one of those things where, like, there's a lot of people that I think deserve to be in the group, but we don't need the group to be too big, or else when situations like this arise, where we need a handful of people to come over here, but most people to stay over there, and we say, okay, we're going to send the commando group into Dunland. If the commando group is like 38 people, then it's like a third of your fellowship moving. Oh, wait, I moved Celeborn here to finish this off. No, it's a group that is small because we don't necessarily need 1 million people in it. Alright, I shouldn't show that on stream. I'll have to check the announcements off stream later. But, like, I mean, I'm always keeping an eye out for who to add to the group, and as people take breaks from the game, you know, we slowly replace people. Oh, Sanda is coming in for the crossing. I don't know what order we stacked here. I think my Aowen's going to take this hit, which will be very bad if this is Gil. But it doesn't make sense to dodge the hit. Let's see. We more wanted you to do it while we did Gondor. Yeah, true. But we didn't want them to threaten the keep, so we came over. Would be good to kill forts with your war buff. 3% per hit is so brutal. Right. You don't want your Theo to be hit. Yeah, if I have to pick a fight with Gil, it's going to be with my Aomer because he has Pursuit. But he's a bit underleveled. I've been lazy with him the past couple days. He really should be at least 42 by now, even just from sweeping. T coming into the crossing. See, T wants the glory of hitting Sanda's army. Yeah, seems like by the end of the night I'm going to be totally out of stamina. Oh, my wife just uprooted somebody. You should come. Oh, here we go. Is my Aowen about to get slapped? Probably. Nope. My Aowen did not take the fight. He hit T's Theoden, and that's a pretty even fight overall, I would say. So damage received is about 209,000, 209,000 versus 196. So I would say this is somewhat in Gil-galad's favor, but very close overall. Yeah, it's this Gil that's allegedly unbeatable. I think this unique is really bad, unfortunately. At least at low refine, maybe at high refine. But 5% HP. You're trading three attack points because this can go up to +3. The Elven White Knife can go up to +6. You're trading 3 attack for this healing? I mean, that's 3.9k healing? Kind of a yikes. Yeah, saved my poor Aowen. My Aowen would have gotten dunked on for sure. Okay, back to burning forts. Ori needs to go home. He is super out of stamina. And we cleared Fort 9, so that's good. Got a nice Dwalin that does work on Gala. Yeah, I'd say either him or there's another guy in Linden as well. Davanks or something. Yeah, I'll send. Let me send my wife a tile somewhere around there, depending on your base range. I think she's a little bit behind me. Yeah, she's a couple tiles behind me. Hello, she's out here flipping tile. This is why my wife, she's the best tile flipper in this game. Look at just going through all these low power tiles. Just anything that's red, she takes it. She's extremely disciplined and methodical at sweeping tiles. Look at world chat. Oh boy. Theo barely. I would say that's a win for Gil. I would honestly say, that was a slight win for Gil, but a really close fight overall. Yeah, there's some guy, his name is like Dave, and then he has some Russian characters. Oh, this is getting defended now, so we can't just go hit it with Pathers. Gimli can go. And King of the Dead can go. And I need to get these guys out of the list. Okay, in 2 minutes, Arwen and Gala are done. So we can send both of them down soon. Ugh. But he's taking 33 attacks to kill one fort. We move them down. Now they have 130. Maybe they get back up to 140 by the time we move them down and do the other attacks. So each commander basically gets 7 attacks. So that's like 5 commanders full stamina to kill one fort. Granted, it depends on the level of the fort. Like that was 6% hit. But yeah, without war buff. Yeah, pursuit is huge. That's for a how do you spell tactical? Tactical. That's how you spell it. You guys aren't as strong as you think. This guy, man. This guy. How they are for sure the strongest group on the server. Then he has a tie fight with the Theoden. True, yeah, Poulter. With how much you talked it up, yeah. It's not even 30 power. We have about 15 people here. At least in our... Isor is 1. Gato is 2. Poulter is 3. Shady is 4. Solar is 5. I'm 6. We already counted Keysor. You're 7. 8. Pretty sure we already counted Solar and Shady. Capricorn hasn't even started fighting yet. MD9 hasn't started fighting yet. Thorondil and Hahaha aren't even here yet. Chad just got here. Hancho was here, so we'll say that's either 9 or 10. Dutters was here. So Hancho and Dutters are 10. Maz was fighting, so that's 11. I guess Godist is 12. Oh, I don't even know if he was fighting yet. So from our group, maybe if I'm forgetting some people, 15 total, with maybe 5 more coming. If Tax comes and Hahaha and Thorondil come, yeah, it's 30. I think is maybe a bit overestimate. It's sad to see Lorien's arrogance. Oh, wait. Oh, we can actually move. Is it worth moving them to this fort? I don't think so. I think I just move them down here and keep burning forts along the river. I don't know. People just get such a big head in this game. It's crazy. Like, I'm not necessarily convinced we'll end up winning the season in the long run, but maybe we will. I mean, I'm hoping that we do. I'm going to fight hard to. This is Rebuilding Glory. So some people call it Season 3. Some people just say Rebuilding Glory. It's my second time through Rebuilding Glory. So it's my 4th season on this account, and it's my 7th season overall. I played 2 seasons on a different account. 2 full seasons on a different account. Wait, or 6th season overall. Sixth season overall. I played S1, S2, then back to S1, S2. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6th season overall. So I'm just calling it Season 4. Even though really Season 4 is War of the Ring. I don't know, it gets confusing. Linton don't brag? What? Did you miss it? I should say. Each of them were saying that. Is there a group called Iron? There is not. We have Hive Mind, Lonely Mountain Guardians, Knights of the Twisted Tree. I think is what it's supposed to be. Morbin Time. That's a reference that's lost on me. I think this is supposed to be Warriors of Dane. Warriors Ordain. Linden's Guardians. Yeah, we don't have Iron on here. Is that when Arnor said they were going to burn Linden's capital? I don't know, probably. I should probably invest in Eowyn's shield actually this season if I'm going to be fighting Linden a bunch. Would be good. Talk. Just play. True, though. True. People do spend way too much time talking in world chat. Back to hitting 3% per hit on these forts. Actually, Isengard should win. I don't think I've seen a single Isengard player say anything all season. Like, they've just been doing their own thing and capturing keeps and stuff. They probably do deserve the win. For being honest. Oh, we can level up the thing. I need to send a commander. Although Celeborn can't go. Who else can go? Who else is a perfect agent? Is Haldir? Haldir's probably a perfect agent. for Karasgaladhan. Seeing as how that was his home, I do believe suitable agent. Yikes. So I guess I have to wait for my Celeborn to get back, which is going to be a long time, but whatever. I have a week to do 10 tasks. Not really a big deal. Oh, I should take Ori out of here. Goodbye, Ori. And Gimli can do one more hit. I think I'll need 3. If I'm doing 6% a hit, 2 hits is 12, 3 hits is 18. Oh, as I say that, we will ring win the ring. Let's get some Isengards in the chat. Now I want Isengard to win this season. I'm officially cheering for Isengard. For sure. Who has forts at DG? Well, it's pretty early in the season. I think we have some. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. But like we're barely over a week into the season, so it's a bit early. Did Gato hit anybody? He did not. Might actually have a guy I can hit here. As long as I don't win, be complicated by the geographical position. I am now officially, say, hoping that Isengard wins this season. There we go. No, a lot of that's coming from keeps and stuff. I've got 29k. 29k personal, then 12k from the keeps that we own and the springs and stuff. Here's his Dwalin. Let's check out Cinda's Dwalin. Boom, battle axe with fillet. Very nice Durin's plate. Very nice iron bassinet. And of course, to top it all off, the Erebor's Pride. So these are 151 defense guardians with 49 HP per. And this is 45 plus 21 is 66 plus 7 is 73 plus 5 is 78 points. 78 minus 47 minus 6. So our 25 Dwalin. Pretty sure our 25. Ooh. Pretty sure that's R25. If my math is correct. How do people get so high respect? Money. Money, money, money. Spending the money. Swiping the credit cards. Taking out a second loan on their house. Hopefully not that. Don't do that. I mean, if you... whales everywhere... There aren't that many whales. It's just they're the ones that get the attention. Okay, Honcho's hitting. When is this guy coming in? I'm pretty sure this guy has some good commanders too. Get a loan and spend 20k. Yo, anybody in the chat want to loan me 20k? I swear I'll pay you back. I'll definitely pay you back for sure. I think this guy's... I think this fort is clear. I'm not actually sure though. Might need to move up to support the boys. We'll see how these fights go. I'm pretty low on stamina on my Theoden and Eowyn. But I mean, like I said earlier in the stream, if people are taking care of their bills and supporting their family, if they have a family, then whatever, man. There's people where I live that spend more than a lot of people spend on a house to own this little... I don't want to give too much information and dox myself. There's a place right next to the college football stadium where you can like tailgate and have tailgate parties and stuff, right? And there are these little tiny buildings that, I don't know, like 800 square feet or something, whatever it is. And they're spending 150k plus. More than some people spend on their house just so they can tailgate a few times a year with their buddies. Right? So, like, what's the difference in spending 150 to 200k on a spot to tailgate? That's not counting these people are probably paying for really nice seats with season passes, potentially box seats. Maybe another. Then they're buying all this food and alcohol for tailgating, right? They're probably not getting the cheap stuff. They're probably spending 300 grand a year on football. So, like, what's the difference in spending that on football versus on a game? If you've got the money and that's what brings you joy, see if he needs some support, and he does. He will not win that draw. So we'll send in the team. And King of the Dead, you can go home. Actually, he's at the fort, so I need to summon him, not just recall him. Oops. Dropping my thing over here. Gimli needs to go home. I don't remember if he was at the fort. Okay, good. He was not. And what is Celeborn? Celeborn sitting in the fort. Let's see what we hit here. Alright, so this is definitely clear now. We can send Celeborn in. I'm going to recall Eowyn. Where is she? 5 seconds. Whew. Made it. Recalled her because there was no army left in there. Talk to some cool leadership, says not good. You want them to... Yeah, they should combine... They should take all the actives from Cool and all the actives from Oath and make a new one. Alright, so that fort's clear now. I'll say clear for now. I don't know if the dude's gonna come back or not. Apparently this had Jew guy is doing work over here. And I think I technically have to reinforce Theo. And we crash again. Yikes. Mm-hmm. We back. These crashes are killing me. I don't even remember what I was doing. I think I was reinforcing Theo. Yup. And we have Gala and Arwen here now. I'd like to finish this fort off, actually. While it's clear. Might as well. I should move Eowyn up one tile, probably. That way she can guard this entire area with guard. Yeah, ever since like the latest major patch, I guess you would say. Like this entire season pretty much. Did I check the store today? I did. Whatever the latest major patch they did, like the Elite Tactics patch, I think it was. It was either the Elite Tactics patch or the Season 6. Were they on Season 6? Season 7? The Kings of Men? I don't know. One of those patches made the game really unstable for me. It's like after somewhere between 1 and 2 hours of playing, my game just likes to die. 15K. What are we down to? 14%. And 11% on that one. Actually. Two extra days on Minas. Taking Minas in the west. All right, sending stuff on Discord. Poulter might actually finish this off. 5%. That'd be close. All right, he got that one. So I'll go ahead and finish this guy off. Probably should move my Theoden to the 260. Since we're pushing up. That tile that he's on there isn't really useful anymore. Ooh, Elrond. I mean, there's a huge level advantage there, but it's always cool to see Elrond doing things. What's his troop damage like? Very solid. See, I think the Lord of Imladris is a bit underappreciated. mean, that skill alone, he's pumping 40k damage, and it's tied to Convener anyway. Like, it's not the worst. Ooh. Goodbye, Cinda. Hope he goes to the furthest corner possible. Jeez. Jeez, yeah, that's toxic. Home is gonna go like all the way up here in Floor Linden. Or what if he just like pops up right over here? That'd be great. I hope he pops up like right here. This is nice. Actually, yeah, I guess there's mobs there. Maybe he'd have to go. I don't know. 25%, 18%. Shame Galadriel can't. Do I even have anybody? I have Celeborn. He's the only one that's in the fort. This fort looks totally empty, so I guess Gala's just gonna start burning that. Yeah, he is really strong. Maybe stronger? I don't know. R25 Dwalin. I'm sure that's not his only high respect commander. Oh, 5%, guys. This is killing me. War should never have 48 hours of cooldown. Oh, wait a second. Did this army just come here? Could I have popped guard on Theo? Was I just not paying attention? Yeah, I guess so. Yikes. Big yikes. This is lore, and he is not lore, so I can't actually keep hitting this. No problemo. I think they're going to try to jump on Cinda's base in a second. What's up, Questionable? I really want to send my Celeborn at his base, but I'm pretty sure these guys are going to jump on the base here in a second. Although they might actually uproot him first anyway. Karch's Gandalf. Oh, I thought he was going to hit Karch's Gandalf. I was going to say that's not going to go the way that guy expects it to go. 18% to 10%. So yeah, he's probably getting a one-way ticket to Fort Linden soon. He's my main. Yeah. My boy Carchiles. I'm using Celeborn? Yeah, bro. I've got some sick reports for you, dude. Check out this battle. I lost 0 troops, dude. Where's another one? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ready for this? Nice, bro. In all seriousness, as Loth, it would actually be good, but I don't have him at R5. If I had him at R5, since we're playing Loth, I probably would be using him. But I didn't want to invest in... I only have him at R2 even. I didn't want to invest in his R... Oh, he's gone. We missed it. See you later. I didn't want to invest in his R5 because I don't think he's playable outside of Lothlorien. And like, I'm not gonna play Loth every season. So Gala can stay here. King of the Dead, he went home. I don't like his R3 at all, to be honest. I'm not a fan of Gray Elf. Alright, what is happening over here? Karch is coming back, but he's gonna get bounced. Polter's coming back. I'm just trying to keep track of everything so that none of my siege commanders get popped. I don't think I can reach that one. So I guess I just keep burning this fort. I don't like Gray Elf. I also don't like the idea of running who's coming here? I'm actually going to have to pay attention to that. This is Linden Border Patrol. This is Lorray. Which means, okay, they can't guard. Without access to March Wardens, so if you're not Lothlorien, your back line would either have to be Sentinel Marksman or Sentinel Bow Knight, which I'm not a huge fan of. Oh, this guy. Oh, he's just coming to path there, isn't he? I thought that was like a really late hit on the base, but it would have been going to the center tile if it was. I guess Honcho either died or got bounced. I'm hesitant to check because I don't want this army coming to hit my gala. I'll check real quick. Honcho got slapped. Oh my god, he just lost 157 eagles, dude. Yikes, bro. Yeah, we're about to give this guy the old switcheroo. Lorray, Linden Border Patrol. Oh, somebody else is already popping guard. No, dude, you should have waited to pop guard. Because now he can recall if he's paying attention. I was going to recall after he landed and then pop guard. Oop, bye-bye. That's the old switcheroo. Alright, so what was that hit? Karch's Gil saying nope. See you later. I should have taken Gallus troops off, actually. But doesn't really matter. Holy crap, where did all these people come from? Like at the beginning of this stream, there was nobody around. It was just like me hitting empty forts. Oops. Now we have like a full-on onslaught going on over here. I don't think I need to pop guard on Theo. But I'm gonna do it just in case, I guess. I think his Gil will still take the hit. Yeah. So his Gil won that one too. Yeah. Not a bad fight though, not terrible. Oh, I hit this Celeborn earlier. See, this is what I'm talking about though. Like this is a decked out Celeborn. Granted, he's 4 levels down. But he is max military academy. This Karch probably has max. Yeah, he does. And this is even with pursuit. Even with pursuit. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Ranged vigor, double ranged vigor. That's interesting. Oh yeah, wait. What is this guy smoking? He has foresight and he has Harp of Lothlorien? Bro, how much pursuit do you need? Are you crazy? You just wasted 7 points. That is absurd. Why would you do that? Maybe that's not the best example. Then, all right, who is right here? Linden Border Patrol, not Linden Border Patrol. I guess all my other guys are gone. I should probably just move Marion Pippin. No quick march. I don't have the ring skill for quick march yet. With the new ring skill tree, you actually have to put a point into quick march, and I'm just not at the point where I would ever use that. Well, magical barrier will depend on... Wait, that's my Celeborn. I don't want my Celeborn. I want this guy's Celeborn. I mean, he has... Oh, you're saying you should do barrier before Grail, but he wants the points in Deadeye, which I get. But yeah, having Foresight and Hunter's Mark is completely redundant. Like, this could definitely be put into barrier and the wise. So if he did that, 7 points, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he could have this at what, 14 or 15, and this at, I mean, this should be, I don't know, Silver Tall is garbage. Like, this is just terrible. Should never put point. This should definitely be no points in Foresight, no points in Silver Tall, max Magical Barrier, max the Wise, and put anything else into Shield Training or whatever it's called. So it's definitely a bad build. Actually, I need to keep this tile. And I need to keep this one. I need to keep these ones so we can stack on the 260. I'll say new stacking tile. A quick march is good. I'm just still at the point of the season where I'm using every single ability point that I ever get my hands on to gather. So I just don't have the ability points to ever quick march. Right? Like, if we look at my base, I still need to max my apothecary. That's probably my next thing. I need to get my tributes maxed out. Military Academy is finally getting there. Storage is whatever. Barracks is whatever. Because, like, I'm fighting. I'm not going to have max barracks anytime soon. I need to max my quarters for the gold. I still have 3 quarters to go. I need to at least get access to Guard of the Tower for my Aragorn. Or if I take Galadriel out of retirement for her. I would like Dunedain potentially for somebody to use against Linden. I don't have anybody leveled up right now that would use them. So I still have, I should have put a point there, but whatever. HN and HN. Oh, that is 1 tile out of my range. Yikes. Who's coming here? Sanda. Say Sanda coming. Give the boys a heads up. Celeborn as much defense. I guess I can just pull up mine. If I had the pursuit accessory, I would go 15 for sure in guide, obviously. 14 or 15 the Wise, depending on how many skill points ultimately I would have. But this max level effect is pretty garbage. So 14 is fine. 7, 14, or 15, depending on points, because this is also garbage. And then 7, 7. I would put no points in Silver Tall. Then if I have leftovers, this is what, 15, 14, and 14 is 28. 30 is 43. Plus 21 is 54. It's 54 points right there. Potentially 56 if you take both of these to 15. And then I guess you'd put everything else in Armed Escort. So... Hogs are garbage. What are hogs? I'm not sure what hogs are. Oh, also not a huge fan of whatever this song is. They spoke about you, my homie, F hogs. I am very confused by what you are saying, Swingmaker. Elven Leader? Talking about on Celeborn? Well, the problem is Lord of Lorien, unless you're Lothlorien, does absolutely nothing. Like, are you actually gonna put 14 points in here and then 7 in Elven Leader? You're just gonna throw away 14 points? I don't know, that seems... That's my issue with him, is I just don't think he's point efficient. Like, if you're not Lothlorien, he's just not point efficient in my opinion. Because Grey Elf, I think, is complete garbage. Like, this is one of the worst titles in the game, honestly. Deadeye is fine. Shield Training is fine. But you're kind of throwing away 14 to 15 points in Grey Elf. Guide is fine. Like, it's a solid title. Magical Barrier is only good against good factions. And even then, it's not good against Gala and Gandalf the White. The Wise is very good for 1 point for the Madness immunity, but the scaling on the Wise is not very good, in my opinion. So after the first point, it's not very good. And you definitely don't want to take R5 if you're not Lothlorien, because you're literally, like, you would actually be better off putting points in Silver Tall if you're not Lothlorien, and this skill is complete trash. Absolute garbage skill. Like, it's one of the better attribute boosts in the game, but attribute boosts in general are useless. His top R5 is alright, but it's like, are you really going to throw 14 points away? Ooh, Polter's Gandalf just got crushed, by the way. Ouch. Like, I just don't know. Like, maybe you could put 14 points into R5 and then you do 7/7 and the skills attached to it and it would be fine. I don't know. I'm just skeptical about that, to be honest. Yes. His R5 definitely... that would make him a very solid commander. It's like Isildur as well, right? If you look at Isildur's R3... my game is about to crash. I can feel it. His R3 says Ranger, Dunedain, and Ranger of the North. Yep. And like Imrahil, it says Horseman, Knight, Cataphract, Swan. I think that for Círdan, this should say like Noldor Longshot when volley isn't active, minus 2% per point. And then other elven ranged units, or specifically sentinels, minus 1% damage per point. I don't think this would still be that good of a tree, but I think it would go a long way to making him better. And likewise, Celeborn's should say first 2 rounds, March Warden, Sentinels, yada yada yada, gain damage. And then probably the max level effect would just be initiative only for March Wardens. But they should definitely extend it. Oh, there's actually a fight here. What did T hit? Let's see what T hit. T crushed a Gandalf the Grey. Well, as crushed as Galadriel can crush people. And T's going in with Theo. If I had stamina, I don't think I even have range on this anyway. Nope. I really wanted to like Celeborn, but I spent a long time thinking and theory crafting, and I just came to the conclusion that outside of Lothlorien, in my opinion, he's not point efficient enough. If you're Loth, I think he's quite fine, quite solid. Any hog players here? I don't know what this guy's talking about. Questionable. I think he's just trolling. Gala. Oh wait, Gala went all the way home. I'm not marching Gala 14 minutes back. Am I actually just out of stamina now? I feel like I'm actually out of stamina. Like, Gala has 1 hit. I guess I could send King of Men to siege. I'd rather just sweep. I really need to be sweeping with these guys, to be honest. Gandalf has stamina, but it's risky. King of Men can take the 20. Aomer can take the 25. No stamina, too risky. I guess Dwalin can go. And Boromir. I can send Dwalin and Boromir and potentially Faramir. So there's a Dwalin, Boromir, and Faramir. IRSS? I've heard of IRSS. Are you saying that IRSS is hogs? Suppose it's probably safe to stack my siege. It's not worth it. To save myself a few seconds. I should actually just send them to the fort, though. There's no reason, really, not to send them to the fort. Faramir. R0 Eladan, you're offended. Why would I respect up Eladan, dude? I need to get some more water and run to the bathroom real quick. So while they march, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. I'm actually going to restart my game too, because I'm pretty sure it's about to crash. So I might as well restart it while I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Obviously. Hogs are good side. I've never heard of them, I don't think. I think that's why I'm so confused. My commanders are probably at the fort now. Close to. So is this clear? It looks like it is. It seems like T cleared that. Estel has a nice skill now, too. Pretty solid. I've been trying to think up a cool Eladan build. The problem is I don't think Gray Company does quite enough damage. Like, the hero tree is just dead, so you're not taking that. You're definitely taking Elven Rider and 7 points in there. And probably taking the full half Elven tree. That's 30. That's 51 points. And let's say you're R5 and you're sort of warrior. So you're going to get 56. So I guess you just put the rest into like Grey Company and flanking. It's not too many wasted points. But I think he needs really high respect. I think it's super high respect. Like I think if you were R like 20, you'd have 51 points here. And you'd have what, 76 points? So you'd have 25 points left. So you'd really only need like 22 points left or something. So a bit under R20, like R17. I don't know, I've just never heard of them. Like, should I have heard of them? I don't really keep up with like the recruitment channel and the official Discord or anything like that. 11-hour apothecary queue. That's good to start right before bed. Definitely need to sweep. Wait, why am I sending King of Men? I definitely did not mean to send King of Men and Aomer. I'm not in season 6 if that's what you're asking. I meant to send these guys at the fort. This is my second time in Rebuilding Glory. I mean, there's a lot of good groups that play this game. And maybe I'll meet hogs one day. And then I'll know who they are. Alright, I'm just not even gonna bother paying attention to who I'm sweeping and where. And ooh, Thorondil joins the party. This guy's the best pather in the game for sure. No doubt about it. Ooh, I want to relocate this guy. Get him. Locate him. This guy was being so obnoxious in world chat earlier, like holy crap. Yeah, dude, Thorondil, this guy will get anywhere on the map in like a day. Like seriously. This guy is... He earned the nickname from us, the Adventurer. Because he just goes off. Anywhere you tell him to path to, he gets there. You know Nigel? Dude, this guy was being so arrogant in world chat earlier. Like, holy crap. Yeah, it was acting like he knows everything about the game and nobody else knows anything ever. Ooh. Gimli coming in hot. Let's see if you did your points correctly. It's actually not a terrible fight considering you had half an army. And the level difference isn't even that much. How much damage did Gimli deal? Still 121k. Let's go to round 4 and see if you did your points right. Round 4. Gimli's going to go break defense. Heavily wounded. All in. Well, technically, all in should go off right before heavily wounded. But you're only losing out on a few thousand damage, so it's not really a big deal. Oop. Shady going in. I'm definitely going to send my siege guys after his base. Let's see what faction he was in last season. He was in Erebor in the Fellowship Farm. The Gimli build is R3 top R0 with 211 and R5. That's the build you should be using. So the thing you want to do, it's a bit funky as Gimli. What I would do is I would ignore these points until the very end. I would just go full R3. You need to put the point, your first point in all in, needs to be immediately followed by your first point in heavily wounded. Because that way, all in will go off, and then immediately following all in, heavily wounded goes off. Heavily wounded will do less damage, I'm pretty sure, than a normal attack, which means reducing the damage of heavily wounded saves you a few thousand damage. It's not a huge deal. But for absolute min-max, you want to put your point in heavily wounded right after your first point in all in. Because skills go off in the order that you place them, and these go off always on the same round. But in general, R3 top R0 is the best. I don't think break defenses is worth investing in because his R5 is completely terrible. This is also one of the worst titles in the game. Maybe worse than Grey Elf, honestly. This is absolute trash. Let's see, is Nigel? It looks like he's clear. I don't think his R5 is worth it. R5 is big time bad. Because, in case you don't know, I don't know why I keep clicking there. The reason his R5 is terrible, absolutely useless. Let's look at our battle log here. Gimli activates Lord of the Glittering Caves. Damage caused to melee by guardians plus 3%. Wow, dude. Wow. Your guardians are now hitting for 8 to 21 plus 3% damage. Gimli's R5 does not affect himself, and his army never deals damage. So another thing you could do if you have them, Pops, is bring some. Actually, you bring rams here. You should bring some ram riders if you can. I also thought it was commander damage at first. I think it was MD9 that pointed out to me that it's not. And after MD9 pointed that out, I was like, you know what, MD9, you're right. This is complete garbage. But yeah, you could, if you bring some rams too, that could help you out. Yeah, one point in break defenses is fine. That's why I said you do R3 top R0 211 in R5 from all in with heavily wounded. Actually, I don't know if they can hold the connection. Why this guy really name his fort High Mongols? So I will hit this fort some more. Yeah, I think most people assume because the tooltip is worded very poorly. And like I said, I did the same thing. I thought it would affect him. And then MD9 showed me a combat report. Oh, I immediately was like, wow. Sandra Gill sucks. Dude, the fort names on this server, they're getting spicy. The server was super well mannered in the beginning. Now everybody's starting to get spicy. I'll probably just burn this fort and then lay down. I'm not starting my conscription because I'm going to sweep for some great. And then conscript as much as I can overnight. Oh, I need to send Celeborn to Karas. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, stamina in 5 minutes. So I guess in 5 minutes he can go to Karas. I want this up there. I'm regretting sending these guys to the fort because now it's like a 6-minute round trip. Maybe I just suck it up and send them to the fort and then move them up. Poulter with the all caps LOL. Yikes, dude. Yikes. By not yet. I probably won't use March Wardens this season, honestly. I'm like none of the commanders that I'm leveling this season or investing in general can really use them. Like at some point I might take my Gandalf. Like I benched Gandalf the Grey. I might at some point. I could at least strengthen the bow. I have like a bunch of broken weapons. Well, not that many. I don't have a chest piece for him anymore though. I cannibalized his hunter's skin. And I cannibalized his trapper's hood. So I just no longer really have a commander that can use March Wardens. I probably should have invested in Haldir this season, given him the gigantic hammer. Waited like one more season to pull my Aomer off the bench. Gandalf the Grey is pretty bad for PvP. Honestly. Like if once you fight people that know what to do, like Gandalf the Grey is still fantastic for taking tiles. But for PvP, like you just like let's look at all the commanders. So like Dwalin is super popular, hard counters Gandalf the Grey. Haldir would lose if he's using Eagles because Gandalf's probably running ranged units. I honestly think Faramir with his unique can beat Gandalf. Eowyn, if they pull out her unique, will crush Gandalf. Then Aragorn will crush Gandalf. Gimli will slap Gandalf. Theoden can beat Gandalf. Eomer completely dominates Gandalf if he has his unique and high respect. Falcon probably beats Gandalf. I haven't actually run that matchup. Gala does pretty well against Gandalf. Thorin crushes Gandalf. Dane crushes Gandalf. King of Men crushes Gandalf. You have a really bad headache all of a sudden? Well, that's not good. You alright? Look what you have done for Isengard. True, dude. I'm gonna name my next fort that. How many HP is a fortress? Either 250k or 500k. Let's go find out. It is... I actually don't know. Yeah, against Witch King he's fine. He's not great against Khaldun. Pretty bad against Khaldun. Really bad against Serpent. For the same reason that he's bad against Khaldun. Oh, is Thor? He's gonna save it, I think. No, Gato should have kept going. Thor's got the Gandalf coming in. Sauron, he's not. I guess if you go like focus protection quilted plus high alert, he could probably handle Sauron. Something like that. Honcho should recall homie. At least in a minute, I can I even finish that for it's still 20. Oh wait, that's 16. That's 26. GG. $7 minutes to reload. It's either 250 or 500k. I can't remember. Well, I mean, Madness Sauron will always crush Gandalf, but Madness Sauron's not very good. Way too many people run anti-madness, and it's just not reliable. Like, there's sometimes that they're either just gonna resist the madness, or they're gonna take the madness and then just not. Like, sometimes they're gonna be just not affected by it, and then sometimes they're gonna be affected by it, but also not attack their own stuff. In either case, that sucks for you. And just way too many people are running things like Aegis, things like, what is it? Resolve Horsemen's. That's warding. Yeah, you have Resolve Horsemen's, you have Aegis Cask, you have Reigns with Fearless Cavalry. You have Celeborn with Madness Immunity. I was going to send one more commander here. So I think Sauron's these days should be running Focus Damage build. And Gandalf could probably beat that with Focus Protection Quilted plus High Alert. So, yeah, Madness Sauron's... like, in the beginning of the game, it was good. But people have just learned. The same with, like, Witch King. Like, Witch King is way worse now than he used to be because people are just carrying around Blinding Barrier helms. And right, they just put Blinding Barrier plus... like, you just pick up your Dwalin, put Fire Protection Halberd, Blinding Barrier helm, and Dwalin's R5, and you just go slap Witch Kings. So, like, people are starting to carry around stuff to counter commanders like that. But the focus damage build does way better against a lot more things. But I think Sauron's still probably the best commander in the game. Maybe Sunni. Yeah, exactly. Same thing is happening to Gil. People are just carrying around Hunter's Mark fireworks and harps and tactical mark night stars and stuff. And you just pull it out of your back pocket and slap it on your Theoden and go crush him. That's why I think Gil's a bit overrated. He just has the same problem as Witch King. Like when Witch King hits somebody that's not prepared for him, the Witch King crushes. But when he hits an army that's prepared to fight Witch King, then it goes really badly for Witch King. Sauron has the advantage that there's just not as much stuff that counters focus as there is fire. You have the focus protection quilted and high alert. And that's about it. The Rondel out here just farming, dude. Just farming 200s in their face. 10%. So I think Faramir should kill this. Should go to like 3 or 4%, something like that. 5%. Level 15. Faramir's 15. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Oh my gosh, it is 11:06. Yikes. Galadriel is super good against good factions. Because her focus is just ridiculous. The amount of defense she can get on Guardians or Guards of the Tower or Katas. But she can be beaten. I think Sauron's a little bit better than her. Sauron doesn't feel as weak to raw damage commanders or anti-healing as Gala. So, yeah, I'm going to see a fair... Oh, no, it regenerated 1%. Are you kidding me? Gee. I just got outplayed by a regeneration. It's going to be 1% now. Oh, thank goodness I got it. Whew. I was going to be really sad. Yeah, I need to go to bed. So we put guard on Aowen. Theoden's already guarding these guys. From my phone, I can send them back home and then fall asleep. I don't think they'll push across the crossing and kill this fort overnight, but maybe. Celeborn, he doesn't have nearly the amount of focus Galadriel has, and he doesn't have the healing that Galadriel has. Galadriel is so efficient because she can crank out 150k plus damage and 80 to 100k healing. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I'll lay in bed and burn this last fort and then fall asleep. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for chatting. It made this fort burning way less mind-numbing, so definitely appreciate it. And